Hello and welcome to our first edition of the Friday Football Forecast of this year. I'm Jeff Jones, and as usual, I'm joined by my good friends, Emily Giangreco and Tyler Feldman. And this is our chance to really offer any insight into the Longhorns' upcoming game, or in this case, upcoming season, that we hadn't already offered on air this week. And Emily, I'm actually going to start off with something that we have talked about on air quite a bit, and that's the quarterback battle. Are you shocked that Coach Sark hasn't named a starter yet?
I'm not shocked at all, Jeff. I don't expect him to name a starter until right before game day. I think that's normal too when you lose a starter like Sam Ehlinger. He was all over the Longhorns. That was the name. That was the guy. You're not going to then enter as a new head coach and be like, oh, we've got our guy right away. No, you got to leave people on the edge of their seats a little bit. And if he really does have two great guys, he probably is having a hard time deciding.
Tyler, we've been talking about the quarterback battle for a long time. So what is the most interesting non-quarterback storyline that you've been covering?
Jeff, I've got three biggest non-quarterback storylines to get through quickly. First, Steve Sarkisian's first season as head coach. There's always that extra excitement, extra what's going to happen this season that comes with that first-year head coach, that first season leading a program. The other two notes, Jeff, who's going to emerge as an offensive weapon outside of the quarterback and Bijan Robinson? I think that'll be key offensively to see what other weapons the Longhorns have on the offensive side of the ball. The other thing, how will COVID impact not only the fans inside DKR, but possibly the players?
Great reminder that there are other details to watch this season. Yesterday, though, ESPN didn't take a detailed look at the season. They took a big picture look at the college football playoff picture and broke it down into playoff tiers. They put UT in the tier called Stranger Things Have Happened. So my question for you guys, if Texas is a legit playoff contender in November, what has to happen to make that a possibility? Emily?
They have to win. This is a building year for Texas. You lose your starting quarterback. You're getting a brand new coach. We really haven't seen what Steve Sarkisian can do with this Longhorn team. So I'm going to make it as simple as possible. They have to win.
They do have to win, like Emily said, but also we know Steve Sarkisian is an offensive genius. People like to call him that. I'm not too concerned about the offense, even without a true starting quarterback. If the quarterback position gets handled properly and excels whoever he goes with, the defense for me is the big key.
Tyler, you and I are already thinking along the same lines. My key to success for UT this year is for us to learn new defensive names, and they're tough names for you. The first one, Pete Kwiatkowski. He's the new defensive coordinator. If we're talking about him and his game plans being successful in the middle of the season, that means UT is successful. And here's another tough one for you, Ovi Agofu. He is the best pass rusher on the team, so says Steve Sarkisian. If he is putting pressure on the quarterback all the time, that means great things for the Burn Orange. Guys, thank y'all for joining us for our first Friday football forecast of the season. We have at least 12 more of these to go. And coming up next, we have Friday Football Fever. We'll see you then.